And we are back. It's your boy Big Vern. Y'all know what it is. Welcome to App Stupid. Let's get after it. But before we do, let's get into a rap break. Somebody give me a beat. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the App Stupid Studios, and we pushing a new rap album this month. Nims and Ron Browse. I Should Boom You. In stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the track is Hottest in America. Man, Hottest in America is fire. This puts you in this mind track of those MOP. I'm like, man, this is crazy. Then Earl Manigault with Lil Fame, that's hard too. First 48. First 48's my Joan though. I love First 48. That's my record. Here I Go with Papoose. Pap is hard in that one. Pap, the sun flip that he put in the end. Yeah, bruh. This whole thing is crazy for real. Then the P anthem when they took the ladies grab you like that. What's that Notorious Big song? That boom, boom, boom. The way they looped it and they put their own spin on it. Come on, man. Benediction in the bar exam. Black Moon, the remix. Oh my God. It is never a losing project when you go ahead and sample Evil D. Yo, Nims and Ron Browse. I Should Boom You. In stores now. Yo, shout out to Ron Browse and Nims. I Should Boom You. Make sure you go get the project. We thought it was hot. So going to stay in the world of the National Basketball Association and Miles Turner. Yep, Miles Turner. He's out here pillow talking. He's going to do his best. Trust me, this dude going to do what he do. Anytime a coach get fired in the NBA, you're going to have some tea. And Miles Turner, he had that Doc blend tea on deck. When he had his podcast, Game Recognized Game, with WNBA star Breanna Stewart, Turner isn't a free agent. Now, he signed a 4-year deal last year. However, he had smoke for Doc Rivers when the subject came up as fines. Because they were on the podcast and they were talking about coaches and organizations that fine players for not being professional. And Miles said, and I quote, Doc didn't find anybody ever. Guys were late all the time. Guys were showing up to film whenever they wanted to show up. Guys were missing meetings. It was one of the craziest things I personally ever experienced. And other teams that I've been on, guys got fined, and there were a sense of order and a sense of understanding, end quote. So, not only was Doc Rivers running a lawless land, the inmates were running the asylum, and nobody stepped up in upper management to let this guy go. You're telling me it got to the point where guys were ditching film study, people were showing up late to practice, and then Doc Rivers is like, okay. This shouldn't surprise anybody. This didn't surprise me that a team that had 50 losses in one season had complete anarchy behind the scenes. Surely you jest, Miles. Surely you jest. Nuh-uh. He went as far as giving an example of guys being 2 hours late for a flight and nothing happened. Damn. He had been lost the locker room. If this was the general consensus of the team and it was falling apart behind closed doors. Because they kept the lid on all of this and kept it in-house and didn't let the press in. And I get it. That's one way to look at it. But if we're going to be real about this was horrible. And where was John Horst when all of this was going on? He's the GM and he's nowhere to be found. We had Doc telling guys 2 months ago that they failed him. Doc Rivers is telling the players, y'all failing me, boys. Y'all failing me. Really? You the coach. How is this a thing? If anything, the game plan's not working. Then Doc, he's walking around talking about Google me. Fam, we covered your record and we know what you did and who you are. But that's not an offense or defensive play that you can draw up to turn around the season. Now is it? Wes Edens, he should have stepped in at the 30-loss mark and terminated Doc to attempt to save the season. He's the team's governor, also an owner, and he has direct authority to pull that off. Why was he allowed to get away with this for 6 months? The moment he became a cartoon in that locker room, they needed to pull him fast. Now you have guys skipping film, skipping practice, flights, players questioning his bona fides. I mean, this was hell on wheels. Josh Glessing, he's the team president. He has no NBA experience. He's an executive with a background in finance strategy from the Haslam Group. Now, those are the same people that own the Cleveland Browns, and they've got the largest stake in the Bucks organization. But if I've got this background in finance and strategy, if we lost 50 games, who the hell is coming to see us? He wasn't worried. Come on, man. He wasn't worried. And so now you got Doc out of there. Thank God you're not going to go ahead and bring this guy back, but you've wasted a year of Miles Turner. You've wasted another year of Giannis Antetokounmpo and everybody else on that team. I know they have Taylor Jenkins, and I'm sure that he's going to be a good defensive presence. We'll go over them getting more coaches into the Bucks organization to see how this thing is going to shape up and take form. But yeah, Miles is out here pillow talking. And are you surprised about everything that was happening with the Milwaukee Bucks this year? Get in the comments. It's your boy Big Vern. Yeah, it's your boy Big Vern. Y'all know the drill. Get in the comments whether you agree or disagree. Let me know what's going down. It's your boy Big Vern. We'll be back.